Hello Year 10, this is a summary of what you need to be doing this week for Romeo and Juliet. I hope that you find it useful. So you're going to be looking just at Act 1 and Act 2 of the play. It's a 5-act play, so you're just looking at a little less than half of the play. You're going to be reading a summary of Act 1 and watching a summary on YouTube. You're then going to be looking at the attached document, which has a summary as well of Act 2, and then you can watch the balcony scene. Both of these links are on Show My Homework for you. You need to then be engaging with some quotes from the play. They're in chronological order, which means that they go from the start of the play onwards. They're not mixed up. For each of the quotes, you need to be thinking about who's talking and who are they talking to. We're trying to contextualise the quotes. What's actually happening as well, and where is the quote in the play. You can type all of your answers into Show My Homework. So we're looking at Act 1 and Act 2 quotations, you can see here. So the type of thing that we might want you to do is pick one of the quotes, let's say this one here. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. So we're told it's from Act 1, Scene 1. And we know that that is the prince who's speaking. And he's saying that after the huge fight that has happened in the streets between the Montagues and the Capulets. So he's saying that to the people from the Montagues and the Capulets who are fighting on either side. He doesn't want there to be any more fighting because he has decided that enough is enough. He wants that feud to end, and he says that he's going to punish anyone by death if they decide to cause any more trouble within the streets. If we go on to lesson 2 now, you can have a look here. It says there are 12 quotes, and you need to use the Romeo and Juliet quote grid that you were given a couple of weeks ago. It looks like this. So you should have this grid already. We'll attach it to Show My Homework for you as well. And you can just be filling in the quotations on this quote sheet. And we have here the characters down the side, and here along the top we have some themes of Romeo and Juliet. And you can see that we've got religion, family, loyalty, we've got gender, etc. So you need to be looking at the quotations and thinking where best they fit into those boxes. What character do they link to, and what theme do they connect to as well? And then you can move on to lesson 3, reading these questions here, and they're based on the bolded quotes up here. And then you're just again reading the questions and answering in Show My Homework. What does the quote tell us about the character? Does it link to any of the other characters? Does it link to other parts of the play? That question's particularly important because we're always trying to establish links between other parts of the play, the beginning and the end. So for example, that quote that we looked at before, if ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. You could connect that perhaps to the end of the play where the prince says, all are punished. That's actually a really good connection then to another part of the play. So again, you can move on. What big ideas about that theme is being suggested? Well, the idea of the play being a tragedy, perhaps. The idea of foreshadowing that's happened at the beginning there, coming to its conclusion at the end. And then you might want to pick out any features of the language that you can see, or structural features as well. So I hope this is useful. Again, just to reiterate, if you've got any questions or queries, contact your teacher on Show My Homework. Good luck.